Good evening to you. Thank you for watching and listening and trying to learn. It shows some humility on your part, also some desire for you to get where you want to go and get there quickly. So, I'm gonna take these off. So, one of the things that you might be struggling with is getting enough interviews, getting enough progress in your interviews, and maybe you're not even having interviews. Maybe you're trying to get to the point where you've advanced through your courses, you've gotten certificates, and maybe you're just at the very beginning as well. Maybe you don't even know what courses or certificates to get, and you don't know how to get experience because they all want experience. And you need experience to get experience because without experience, you can't get a job. Without a job, you can't get experience. That's a myth. By the way, you need to do some projects for other people and pro bono projects for free, paid, all that. And that is part of my job hacking method. So one of the elements or pillars in my metallurgy method is the P3 diagnostic. The P3 diagnostic. So what is that? Well, it's a way for you to evaluate and take action based on your frustration levels. Um, the P3 diagnostic is like a triangle. So picture a triangle. One side is persistence. One side is your profession. And the final side of the triangle is your presentation. People who have a good life have a balanced triangle. I've evaluated this. I've seen people who are enjoying their job and career, they have a balanced triangle. They have made a full effort on each side. They've really worked on their persistence. They continuously learn. They continuously develop themselves. And on the bottom part of the triangle, their profession. They've consistently, not just consistently, but they've always been getting more skills, and they have enough skills to do the job that they're at. On the final side of the triangle is their presentation. They know very well, and they're operating at optimal efficiency in how they present themselves at work or in interviews or on their resume. What I've found is that, especially when people are trying to get into a job, and especially when I have tried to get into a position or get a contract, I've struggled in some of those areas and I didn't know how to take action. So, if I have filled out a ton of applications and I've been doing it maybe one application a day, and that means half hour, I've customized the application, run it through jobscan.io. I think it's .io, maybe .co, JobScan, and made sure all the terms are correct. If I've done that once a day and I've been persisting in that and I feel like I have enough skills, but I'm not getting the results that I want, then there's something wrong there. So it's been helpful to go back through the P3 diagnostic and evaluate. Do I really have enough skills to get this position, to get attention from hiring managers? Have I been really presenting myself 100% like that one side of the triangle? Am I presenting myself correctly? Or maybe I just haven't been persistent enough. I've been going for 2 weeks, perhaps, filling out applications, but I need to persist every day for the next 3 months. Now, when people hear that, by the way, 3 months, they might get a little discouraged, but I tell you, if you persist for 3 months and you work on the other sides of the triangle as well, you will have a lot more success, and by that, a lot more feedback, so you can keep working on it. So don't get discouraged. Some people will dive out because they're discouraged. Enough of that parenthetical. The P3 diagnostic is something that you can use to evaluate yourself. Some of the personalities that I meet, I just got off the phone tonight with a very, very intelligent man, and um, he has degrees. He's getting more degrees, and he's got a ton of talent. He's very, very intelligent, and he's trying to get into the like a perfect job that pays him a certain amount, and there is a lot of struggle, and the struggle is very real. So one of the things I have prescribed to him is in the P3 diagnostic to be continuously evaluating himself, and I would encourage you to do the same. So a lot of intelligent people struggle in the presentation part of themselves, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't have to do if you're with whether you're an introvert, extrovert, you like to go heads down on your computer and work. It has more to do with the level of understanding how businesses operate. Businesses are looking for people who bring value to the company, but oftentimes the people who are doing a lot of the hiring may disclude some people who are extremely intelligent based on the way that they uh, discuss themselves in interviews. For example, not that I'm super intelligent, I'm usually proud to be surrounded by people way smarter than I am at work. So, if you work with me, you're probably smarter than I am if you're watching this right now. But one time in an interview, I just felt like I was just communicating my skills correctly, exactly, and not more and not less than what I knew. But the way that I communicated about myself and about them and to them, it gave them a perception that I was unlikable. And I can see that. So, a little chink in my armor there. And you got to be willing to take that. And so, a lot of intelligent people, they just don't understand how to talk with other people. And that's great for applying for some companies. Some companies do not necessarily care how you talk with them. They'll go straight into coding interviews, and but most companies don't. Okay, so if you're switching into a tech job and you're extremely intelligent and you don't have a job yet, there's a high chance that you have to work on that side of the triangle called presentation. You're going to be frustrated until you work on that, until you go and learn how to speak with others, learn some soft skills, how to sell yourself, quote unquote, selling yourself, how to negotiate, how to never bring up money. The first one to bring up money in an interview, even with a recruiter, the first one loses. That's a real fact. But you probably struggle with that if you're extremely intelligent. Now, if you're like me and you're switching to a tech career out of another career, and you're just kind of a normal person, like not no one would say, "Oh, wow, is he or she smart?" Then you may be pretty good at the presentation side of the P3 diagnostic, but one of the reasons you might be frustrated is because you may get emotionally invested in this process and lose persistence. So that side of the triangle is probably going to be shorter as far as whether you're operating at an optimal and efficient value there. So you need to work on your probably either your persistence if you ride your emotions and you don't fill out applications for a week because you're excited about the interview you have in 1 week, and you give up on the persistence, then you need to work on that. Also, you may be a little bit ignorant as to, like I have been, as to the skill level required to get some of these positions. So I wouldn't preclude that. You could need to go and get more skills at the same time. But you need everyone, regardless of who you are, how intelligent you are, your background, where you're switching to tech from, or you're trying to level up into, you need to work on all sides of those triangle at the same time. You see me make a triangle shape with my hand there. Never done that before. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, if you liked it, please do like. And I usually just ask that at the end of the video because if you didn't watch the whole thing, you probably didn't like it very much, and that's okay. So if you're here, thanks for watching and liking it. And leave a comment if I could help you in any way, and I might have a way to contact me or get some free help down below in the description. Have a good night.